Good morning. It is day 2 in Kolkata and we're about to head to breakfast here at the Polo Floatel. I say we because I'm joined this weekend by my mother, sister and niece. Say hello, beautiful family.
Hello, beautiful family.
Breakfast was included in our room rate, but I believe this varies, so confirm when booking. Oh, hello. Thank you, Mummy. Good morning. Where shall we sit? As well as a hotel, the Polo Floatel serves as a restaurant and event space, and you can see why people would be keen to come and hold their event here or just stop by for a meal. This view over the Hooghly, pretty special. The breakfast buffet is a spread with a little something for everyone, whether you prefer a continental breakfast, a South Indian breakfast, a North Indian breakfast, or just a little bit of everything. Everything is clearly labeled veg or non-veg, and there is a wide array of veg options. While we were there, these included herb potato, baked beans, and roasted tomatoes. Lemon rice. Idli. With 2 kinds of chutney. Sambar. Because what is idli without sambar? You've got your chole and your bhatura. Again, what is one without the other? There's also a spread of pastries, some white bread if you lean that way. All fresh and ready to be enjoyed with that view. What a great view, huh? We spent much longer than we intended enjoying the view, the food, and each other's company. I'm going to include that in the video. Yeah. But if you're traveling alone or just like a little peace and quiet in the morning, your hot drink and that view should be enough to keep you company too. We are heading off to the museum, but our way is a little blocked right now by the novel, but perhaps sometimes inconvenient, train crossing right in front of the hotel. Never mind, novelty outweighs convenience most of the time. Let's take a little poll. Convenience or novelty? Convenience or novelty, Sister Dearest?
Depends on mood I'm in.
Oh, that's a good answer. Okay.
Mother Dearest?
No, personally, I really enjoy looking at this. It's fantastic.
You will certainly have a more pleasant India experience if you choose novelty. All right, lovely, thank you. Is that our car? There's a little white one behind it. We are starting this morning's explorations at the Indian Museum, which is the 9th oldest museum in the entire world and the oldest and biggest in terms of collection in the whole of Asia. It's said that this museum was actually led to like a renaissance of museums being opened all over India and throughout Asia, and they're supposed to have an incredibly extensive collection, so I'm very interested to see what's inside. But first, fresh lime soda. The museum is spread over 3 floors, so there are some stairs, but they're quite evenly spaced. There are railings, and there might be an elevator somewhere.
If you look here, you can see they've actually got the braille, and the images are actually depicted so you can touch them. If you can't see, you can feel them and see them with a touch. It's amazing.
Oh, how cool is that?
Amazing.
That's really very cool. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere. Please touch. If you take the time to read it, there's some fantastic signage around this museum, very well written, with interesting observations like this one behind me explaining that much of the art here is company art from the East Indian Company, so commissioned by East Indian Company employees as cheap mementos to take home. Now, of course, we somewhat did the same thing. Now we'll be going looking for postcards of this art from hundreds of years ago as our own cheap mementos to take home. So the cycle continues. That said, it kind of boggles the mind to imagine that such beautiful pieces of art could be considered just cheap mementos, because these are really extraordinary. I can't overstate how impressive the signage is here. It's incredibly detailed with the information, succinct but detailed. Like here where it's talking about the Persian artists being influenced by the Chinese artists, and how you're actually able to see in the clouds and the dragons and the forms that influence into Persian art from about the 14th century. Oh wow, I can see why they say that this has the largest collection in the whole of Asia. It is not at all difficult to believe that this is the largest collection in Asia when you enter this room. And this is just one room of this 3-floor museum. Go and stand next to the deer for me. That's fine. Because without you there, you can't tell how absolutely massive it is. If you're planning your first trip to India, be sure and be prepared to be asked for a lot of photos, a lot of selfies, and to either take them or to very graciously decline. the museum you're not going to want to miss is the Zoological Gallery. Why, you might ask? Well, let me show you. The gallery is filled with taxidermied creatures, many of which have seen better days, and some of which might have you questioning whether the taxidermist had ever seen even an image of the original animal. But even more fascinatingly, this gallery is filled with creatures I have never seen anywhere else in the world. Creatures that are now extinct, like Gujarat. The Indian lion.
So saying they were in Gujarat.
Tucked away in the back corner of the upper floor of the museum, past the fish, are two other exhibits intertwined that you also are going to want to make time to see. These are the textiles and the decorative arts. If you were to ask just about anybody what it is that India does best, they will probably say food. Or they might say movies. But a lot of people will also acknowledge that when it comes to textiles, few places do them as well as India.
So we have now been at the museum for about 2.5 hours, and we have just finished the top floor. So either move very fast or allow a full day or several days in short bursts to come and explore the museum. It is really fascinating, lots of beautiful things to see. If you love museums, I think you will really enjoy this one. Now we're just deciding whether we're going to keep going or pause for lunch. So I'll let you know what we decide.
Oh, these are interesting looking like that, aren't they?
Fortunately, I have misspoken about the size, so it is just, I think, the 2 floors. There's not another floor underneath us. So we're gonna try and do a quick whip around to the first floor, the ground floor, and see what beautiful things there are to see here. Decide to explore the ground floor, and I'm very glad we did because there's some really beautiful sculptures around, some of which you can see on all sides here in the hallway, but there's also gallery rooms showing them. The ground floor also has a geology room, a small terracotta room. Apparently there's a human evolution room, but I couldn't find it, so that's off here somewhere apparently as well. And it only took us about half an hour. You could give some more time to these sculptures. They're magnificent, but if you're feeling as tired as we're starting to feel and ready for lunch, still just give it that little bit of time to come and see these beautiful rooms. And I would definitely say that the Indian Museum in Kolkata is well worth a stop. It was 500 rupees for foreign adults, 59 to use your camera, and you will need to check any bags bigger than just like a small personal bag, any backpacks and things. And now we are off to lunch. We're going to try Burma Burma again, so let's go and do that now. It is worth noting that the washroom on the ground floor is really quite clean. You will need your own tissue though. And if you're running low on water, they have a refill station.
A few things of note once you exit the museum. First, if you're in a hurry or not planning to go to any particular restaurant, there is plenty of food and snacks that you could grab right here. Second, we had almost no phone reception right in front of the museum. We had to scooch away from it in order to call an Uber, and the Uber took longer here than anywhere else we went in Kolkata.
Second time's a charm, ladies. We have finally made it inside Burma Burma after our thwarted attempt yesterday. If you're hoping to come to this restaurant, keep in mind that they do close from 4 to 6:30 each day. So you'll need to time your meal around that. It is gorgeous in here. Burma Burma is a Burmese restaurant. It is fully vegetarian. It is a completely vegetarian restaurant with an extensive range of vegan options, including oat milk for your bubble tea, vegan desserts, so much. So, as you can see, our food is already here and being served. So we're gonna dig in. But one thing that is very cool also, in addition to having so many vegan options, they also have heaps of Jain options, including all the different chutneys and sauces. So we have been able to get with no onion, no garlic for all of our food options, starting with this raw mango salad. That is seriously delicious. Wow, that's really lovely. I'm also ridiculously excited about this. This is a lotus biscoff boba tea with oat milk. How good is it, right? It's really delicious. Oh, yum. Got these little buns with crispy tofu.
They are the best buns ever.
Oh my gosh.
How's the food? Wonderful. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, they're like crispy and then it's like soft inside and really balanced with the bun. Next up, we have the signature Burmese khao soi. Khao soi is a coconut cream noodle dish that I fell in love with in Chiang Mai, Thailand. But I've never had the Burmese version, so I'm excited to try it too. So it almost looks like it has little cornflakes on top. Fairly sure those aren't cornflakes. They also give us a little muffin tin tray with some condiments to add to it. Some peanuts, some chili, and some limes. Lemons? Limes? I'd call this a lime. It is absolutely delicious and very, very hot. Oh, that's glorious. How are you enjoying your food, Mommy?
Definitely.
Got two things to try now. This was a Chinese street noodles. Almost like a chow mein style noodle. And then we have a stir-fry vegetable. I don't remember which one it was. Was it just a Burmese stir-fry vegetable? And so you can see it's kind of coated in was it tamarind? Tamarind and turmeric, right? Turmeric and tamarind. Oh, that's quite a strong flavour. Yeah, right. That's very interesting. So, young lady, how many thumbs up? Yeah? Did they get a thumbs up? Did they get a thumbs up from you? Yeah. We are continuing the theme of indulgence here with an apple hazelnut crumble. So it looks like it's somewhat deconstructed as well. There's gold foil going on. There's a lot happening here. I'm gonna dig in. So I think this was a chocolate fudge sauce. The cakey bit. And then they've like got some of the apple compote on the side as well. So I'm trying to get a really good spoon of that there. You see my little bit of gold leaf? Fancy. If you like hazelnut, you're gonna love this dessert. Yeah, this is phenomenal. I'd say Burma Burma is gonna need to be on your must-try list if you're coming to Calcutta. And this dessert might be the way to end your meal. Yeah. Good place to spend the Sunday afternoon. Thank you. I think we have to get a ticket.
Tickets to the Victoria Memorial Garden are only 30 rupees each, or 500 rupees if you'd like to actually see the museum as well.
Something fun about it?
Yeah.
We have come to the Victoria Memorial, which is the largest monument to a monarch anywhere in the world, dedicated to Queen Victoria, who died in 1901, and then this commenced in 1905, and I think it finished in 1921. There is a museum here, but it's already almost 5 o'clock and the museum closes at 6. So we left it a bit too late, and honestly, we got ourselves a pretty good fill of museums with the Indian Museum. But if you're wanting to do both in one day, either start a bit earlier or go a bit faster. We are though going to come here to check out the gardens. So let's go do that now. The gardens look beautiful. So even if you're not a museum person, you could definitely come here, bring that 30 rupees and enjoy a relaxing day in these beautiful surroundings. Maybe even pack a picnic. These gardens are really beautiful. The gardens also close at 6 o'clock and last tickets are sold at 5:30. So you will want to get here a little bit early, even if you're just wanting to enjoy the gardens. The museum itself is closed on Mondays, as is the Indian Museum. So Monday is not the day for those things. Every other day they're open. It is about 5 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon at the end of February, and you can see everybody's realizing that it is a wonderful time to be in these gardens. There's so many people out, families, couples, people getting fantastic selfies. Everybody's here enjoying the gardens. That said, it doesn't feel chaotic. It feels really lovely and peaceful and friendly. There was a little rain a few days ago, so the gardens are looking particularly lush. So, ladies, just about a perfect Kolkata day.
It's a wonderful day. Actually, we've seen so many gorgeous sights in Kolkata that I think most people don't realise are actually here. So everyone should come. But it's a lovely city.
I've been really pleasantly surprised. I actually really rate Kolkata now.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Any last words, Baba? That's right. Thank you for that. We woke up on the Hooghly River. We spent hours exploring the Indian Museum, had a late leisurely lunch, and have ended the day here with the gorgeous sunset over the Victoria Monument, exploring these gardens. So I'd say just about a perfect day here in Kolkata. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Never forget, the world is wide enough for all of us.